Pizza. Not just any pizza. Pizza. Not just any pizza. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Please don't. Please don't. Pizza. Not just any pizza. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, to be exact. Red Baron, please don't sue us. So, Rob, when you hear the word pizza, what comes to mind?
Well, the best way to cook it, of course.
Funny you should say that, because that's the subject of today's video. We bought an air fryer.
And a George Foreman grill.
We also have a toaster oven and a microwave. And we're gonna cook pizza in 4 freaking ways to see which way is the best.
Stay tuned to find out which one. Are we just gonna like cook it now and then just
Essentially, yes. So we got our Red Baron / Freddy Fazbear's Pizza right here, and we're going to cut it into 4 slices. And each slice is going to go into a different way of cooking. So we're going to have the air fryer, the toaster oven, the microwave, and the George Foreman. Epic cutting montage. So we're finally done cutting. The pizza took way longer than I thought it would. And now our first one's gonna be the George Foreman. We're just waiting for it to heat up real quick. And then Mr. Rob is going to insert the pizza into the George Foreman, and we're gonna play it by ear because we honestly don't know how to cook a pizza on a George Foreman.
Yeah, they don't really give you instructions on how to cook pizza on a George Foreman. But you know, I assume it could be sort of like the pan method. Pizza, your time has come to meet the George Foreman.
Ooh. Listen to it sizzle.
It's got quite a nice sizzle. I think we should do this.
We're gonna put it in there for a couple minutes and then we'll get back to y'all.
We are only gonna have to cook this for like 5 minutes max. Maximum 5 minutes. Alright, we've got a good start.
The cheese is already melting, as you can see. It's already starting to get on the...
I'll say I kind of like the divots in the pepperoni. Now that looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Might be close to being done. I think we're about there. We're gonna let it go maybe another minute or so.
Mm-hmm.
If this ends up being the best one, I'm gonna myself. Dude, it's like, it's coming out pretty good actually.
Alright.
I think we are.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go ahead and try this out now.
Alright, so as you can see, we got the George Foreman pizza here. We got some nice grill lines on the pepperonis and some on the cheese, you can see, but it actually doesn't look half bad, to be honest with you.
Considering this is a George Foreman cooked pizza, it looks pretty good.
God.
Why
It's like crispy on the bottom and like soft on the top.
Yeah.
Look at the grill lines on the bottom. That looks pretty good.
Now I kind of like the crunch on the bottom.
I know, the crunch on the bottom actually like adds a lot to it.
It would be better if it was a little bit less hot and you could leave it on longer. It would cook the whole thing through. But I mean, I like the crisp actually to it. I like it.
The crisp actually is probably my favorite part of this, to be honest.
Yeah, man. And like I said, real crispy on the bottom of it, a little softer in the middle, and then on top the cheese has a nice golden brown. I mean, really pretty good. The George Foreman outperformed expectations right here. Now we'll rank them all at the end, but gosh, George Foreman off to a really good start. That was good. All right, on to the next one. So now this is the air fryer. Here we go. We have Power XL. We're gonna go ahead and open it up, and we're just gonna set it right in. You notice with the George Foreman, we didn't add anything, we didn't do anything else. We're doing this the same way. This is pizza mode. It's on for 15 minutes. Now we're just gonna let it go. That's the seamless just ease of the air fryer. That's the thing that that the George Foreman didn't really have is the seamless use. So this will be much more efficient. Okay, so this pizza only took 5 minutes. Thank goodness I checked it. I guess what it means by pizza mode is it actually means a like fresh pizza, as in like you just kneaded the dough and like put everything together and you are cooking it fresh. This is a frozen pizza, so we're basically reheating it. We're not really cooking it. I guess you can't really knock the air fryer for being so good that it can just cook a, you know, a raw pizza. But that looks pretty good. Got some nice crisps on top of that. We're gonna go ahead and pull this out without burning myself, hopefully. We got a pepperoni chip here. Wait, listen to this. That was crunchy.
So right here we got the air fried pizza. We got it cut in two. It got really, really nice browning of the cheese there. And I mean the crust doesn't look too bad. I mean it obviously doesn't like as crispy probably as the George Foreman was, but I mean looks like it's going to be good at least.
Go ahead and get a look. The bottom of it has almost no crisp on it at all, so it'll be a little bit the opposite. It looks like the top is
like got cooked and the bottom got like, you know, just warmed up.
Yeah, just warmed up. The crispy pepperoni is something to get used to.
Oh, dude, the cheese is crispy.
Whoa.
It's literally the opposite.
That's
the other one was crispy on the bottom and soft on the top. This one's crispy on the top and soft on the bottom.
Now that I'm in the center though, the cheese is soft. The inside of it's still soft. So I actually think it would be better, instead of using the pizza option, if you took the temperature down to maybe just 300, cooked it like a little bit longer on that. This was only cooked 5 minutes at 360, I believe is what it said. Doing maybe 7 to 10 minutes in that range. On like 300 would probably be a little bit better to get a little bit more of an even.
I would say that the George Foreman is higher up on the list, but
yeah,
this is a close second.
But the actual pizza I think was not as good.
I'd say it's behind the George Foreman, definitely.
Really, that's gonna be pretty close. I think the George Foreman did end up beating it out in the end though. On to the next one. We're setting the oven to not 450. We wanted about 400 bake, right? I'm gonna go ahead and turn that just to get it going. So what we're doing is we're now trying out the toaster oven for this slice of pizza while the air fryer is running. So we're gonna go ahead and just slide it in, and the timer's gonna get going for us. We're gonna go ahead and set this to right between 15 and 20 minutes. It's a smaller space, so it tends to bake stuff real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and let that sit for now. So here is the toaster pizza. Now we're gonna go ahead and try this one out. That looks actually really good, really well done.
Alright, so here we got the toaster oven pizza. As you can see, it kind of cooked it a lot more even, I would say. The cheese melted pretty well. You got some nice bubbling of the pepperoni. It actually turned into kind of like a bowl, which is what you usually would see if you were to put this in an actual oven.
Now this one got a lot hotter than the others. And
yeah, I burned my finger. Don't worry about it. Okay. Once you get past the mild burning of your top of your mouth, it's actually pretty good.
This is hands down the best for me. It's the most even cooked. You have a nice golden brown on top. The underneath, it doesn't have like the burn lines, but it is a little bit more crunchy. And it cooked through the whole way. Like if you touch here, like I'm pushing on this, it's crispy the whole way down on the inside.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It is way too hot to consume.
Hot, dude. We need to like let this sit down.
Yeah, we're gonna let this cool down for a little bit, and then we're gonna finish the rest of it.
Oh God! All right, so we let it cool a little bit. Let's see if it doesn't burn our mouths now. Oh yeah, that's way better.
Much better. That's hands down the best. I mean, it's not like hands down. It's not like it's a complete showdown here, but like it's the best one in my opinion. I mean, I don't know if you agree on that, but
for me, the George Foreman is a very, very close second to this.
This is definitely the most even cook. This only took about 7 minutes in the little toaster oven, and man, came out really good. So
let's go on to the next one.
This one's about to be the worst.
We saved the worst for last. Alright, well, now we're going to go to the microwave. I don't know why we did this one last, because arguably this is probably going to be the worst. But we're going to open it up. Don't mind it being a little dirty in there. It's just living in a college. I'm just going to put frozen entree and just let it cook. Yeah.
This is about to be real bad, ain't it?
I'm not excited for this one. Oh my god, dude. It's literal gum! Oh gosh, dude. This is gonna be horrible, man. Oh my. Oh god. Ow. So here's the, after I just burned my hand, here's the pizza. It's very soft. It is unnecessarily soft.
I'm calling it right now. This is bottom of the list.
This is bottom of the list just based off of the presentation alone.
So here's the microwave pizza. As you can probably tell by appearances, it looks like literal trash. This crust is so like floppy, it is not even funny. We are probably in for a fun ride here. I mean, like, look at how floppy this is. It's literally
It's so like bendable. Like I'll bend this back the other way. Look at that.
the wave.
All right. Well,
Well, here we
save
go.
the best for last, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you had to eat pizza and you only had a microwave,
This suffices.
this would suffice.
You know, I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, but if you sat this next to me and then you get the toasted pizza and put that next to me, I mean, I'm picking the toasted pizza.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
The pepperoni just doesn't do it for me, to be honest.
No, you get real soft pepperoni. This one I'm not gonna finish.
Yeah, that's about as much as I'm gonna eat.
I mean, I tried to give it a fair shot. It's not absolutely terrible. It's edible. It tastes, you know, good enough to where if I only had a microwave, I would eat it this way. Let's go ahead and head on to the ranks now. So, for my ranks, some of you could probably tell, number one's toaster oven for me. Number two is the George Foreman, surprisingly beating out number three, the air fryer. And then we got number four, the microwave. I mean, the microwave was the last place one. It's gonna be the last place one for his. And
Yeah,
let's go ahead and bring on yours.
I actually had the George Foreman the first, and I'll tell you why. Crispiness of that one honestly surprised me, so I kind of like that. It took like less time than the toaster oven too, so if you're stuck on time, the George Foreman is good on its own.
Not even 5 minutes, and it was done.
Yeah. The second is toaster oven, because I mean, it's a really close second. The third is the air fryer, and the fourth is the microwave, because that was the
Worst
chewiest pizza I think I have ever eaten.
So thank you, Red Baron, for sponsoring this video.
We are not sponsored by Red Baron. We're gonna get sued.
Thank you, Red Baron, for allowing us to buy your pizza.
Yes.
We don't make money off YouTube, so you can't sue us anyways. We are the Fry Guys.
Thank you all for watching,
And,
and we'll see you in the next frying video.
Yeah, taste testing video.
Where we fry a shoe.
Are we actually gonna do that? It's a good way to end this.